The old prince
This is my first video doing like a DVD and Blu-ray review. I want to kind of thank one person that really made me want to do this, and watching his videos, he's hilarious, and you guys know him as Zaranyzerak. This guy is like, he says he's not very good, but everyone else knows he's like the best guy, at least one of the best people out there on YouTube doing reviews and stuff. But anyhow, enough of the mushy stuff. I want to update a little bit on me. If any of you guys, well, none of you guys probably really know me, but some of you may. You can see that my eyebrows are a little bit thin. The reason for that is I was trimming my beard, and everyone in my house complains about when I'm shaving that I leave a lot of hair because I trim first and then I shave. But so I thought when I was doing my eyebrows I'd trim them. I'd go face first right into the sink, but the problem is what I thought was a number 3 was a number 1. So as you can see, I look like a sick cat. But don't worry, I have a hat on, as well as, I will admit, some mascara on my eyebrows. Anyways, yeah. I was going to do this video a lot later, maybe like a week from now, when my eyebrows look nice and full. Like, they usually look like Leonard Maltin slash film director Martin Scorsese eyebrows. Very full. Yeah, not as full as Martin Scorsese. That guy has like fake eyebrows, like comedic fake eyebrows. Anyways, on to the review. My first one, bought this as I am in Canada, HMV, they're all over the world, but SNL, there's about 15 bucks. I've only gone through about the first disc, but I really like the setup they have than their currently one. There's a lot more like performance differences, like it's not always music performances, it's like dance crews, and sometimes comedians come in and do just a little bit. But this is the first season, yeah, from 1970 to 1976. Great stuff. I haven't actually really watched much of the old stuff, so it was really nice to watch some of it. I haven't actually gone through it all, it's quite a bit. But it actually comes in a really nice case. But yeah, I really like it. And that's why I got it, obviously. And I bought these years ago, like 4 years ago or 3 years ago. And these are the special edition Star Wars. I have actually all 3 of the later part of the trilogy. But I just recently watched both the original, which is the bonus material for both these, which is not exactly, it is a widescreen formatting, but not exactly like the full version, not as full as the disc 1 is. I guess they enhanced the picture size from the original. I'm not exactly a Star Wars fan, so I don't exactly know what they changed, but I do know there is a lot of changes from when I was viewing them both, and that I like kind of like the original, like cut, not exactly the quality they were done in the bonus, but the kind of, it kind of felt more like the serial comic they were trying to be like, talking about like an exploration, more adventure. Well, the new one seems more like a modern, like sci-fi film than an adventure. I don't know what it is about it, but the timing seems very different. It seems more polished, which I kind of like, because the first time I watched it was a remastered THX, certified version. But I can kind of see how when it hit theaters, it was something like quite different. the one that was up before it. So anyways, yeah, I really enjoyed watching both the special edition of that as well as the original theatrical. I watched this with my family, and everyone loved this movie when I was watching it. It's Cliffhanger. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the film is about. I forgot how kind of good and like terrible John Lithgow is as acting as a bad villain. He usually plays good guys in films, but he did a good job, but it was kind of overacted. But other than that, the picture quality on this Blu-ray version is fantastic. I think someone in my family had a Super Bit version. I think I watched that with them, but this overly goes beyond what that DVD had to offer in terms of picture quality. Sound, I'm not too sure. I didn't watch this on my setup, which is down here in my room, in my dungeon, which I have a 5.1 surround sound. I didn't actually watch it here just because my parents have a 1080p TV. I have a plasma, which is 480p. Very old plasma at that, but I'm thinking of upgrading it. But yeah, I can't really have best of both worlds, so I went with picture quality. So I can't really determine audio, but it sounded great, even on just the TV. This one I already had on DVD, and I thought there was a noticeable like picture quality. I went back and watched the DVD, and I had a VHS. There's a VHS my brother had of this, and I didn't look through all of them, but I remember them, the VHS, and I went and looked at the DVD. And there's a considerable differences, but this is a bare bones release. And I bought this for about $16, I think, and that was on sale. And I don't think I got my money's worth really with this one, but I do love the movie. But I think the high quality kind of, in some parts, like where they cut to transitions, it seems odd. Like the picture quality is not very smooth. But I like the film quite a bit. David Spade and Chris Farley are pretty awesome in this, and I don't know if you guys ever watched their type of duo films where Chris Farley and Black Sheep and Tommy Boy. They're both the greatest films that I know. When I was young, I laughed my head off. Other than that, is Adam Sandler movies, which it's like everyone loves these films. They're like party boy kind of type of films. Next one I watched, I guess a long time ago. I just recently watched it about a month ago. This movie, I can see why. It's like very graphical. Like its scenes are very graphic in terms of violence, but the dialogue, like any other Quentin Tarantino movie, is awesome. And I'll show you the inside, like the matchbook and everything. It's supposed to kind of there's a DVD version which came in like a tin can, which is like a gas can. And the inside had the exact same type of picture, which is the cigarettes. It would come in a flip box, like a matchbox. So my brother has that version, but I never owned it on DVD, so it was good for me. I didn't double dip on this one. But in terms of picture quality, that movie is great. Sound, once again, I was just watching on TV. I didn't know what the surround sound, but it sounded good just on the TV. So this other one I had on DVD, but I had a really cruddy one. It was a full screen, so I didn't really have an actual proper version of this movie. But once again, I love Robin Williams. He's one of the only few people that I really loved as a film actor, and saw him. I was working at Future Shop on Robson Street, and I met him. He was coming in for I can't remember. I think it was a RPG for the PC, and or first-person shooter, I think, for the PC. Can't remember the title. I think it was maybe Battlefield something, but I can't remember. But he asked if it was in stock, and it was like second day or third day of the release, and it was obviously sold. It was a really popular game, and I'm like, sorry, but I can check if other locations have. He's like, no, it's okay. I wish I could like came up to him and said something really funny like, "How's it going, Sasquatch?" Or like, "How's the sweater?" If any of you know him, he's very hairy, like a monkey or a gorilla. Either way, extremely hairy. But this movie, for some reason, it's like, I don't know, I can watch this so many times and laugh at the same moments or different moments. And it always seems to be touching as well as funny. Like extremely funny as well as extremely touching. I think that's what Robin Williams really has. It's really special that no one else has.